Hey, Bo, how many weeks until 2024? Bo, how many weeks? Bo. Bo said 57. So you guys know what we're about. If this is the first time here, the goal is to get our blogs to 1 million monthly page views by the beginning of 2024. Apparently 57 weeks, according to Bo. All right, so let's chat this out. Let's see how we did this last month. I'm gonna give you guys some updates. This is our dog that just passed away. This is our newest dog that's trying to steal my wife from me. He's cheeky, man. He's cheeky, but he's a good guy. All right, so if you don't know, so we've got 5 websites that the team and I are running. These are the 5 sites. 2 of them, again, as I love to say and repeat, you can go and look at them. brooksconkle.com, themobilerundown.com. Maybe that's a terrible idea to share my sites. I honestly don't know. I'm okay with it. Kind of hard to hide my personal brand, right? brooksconkle.com, it's public, and the Mobile Rundown is a local website in my city. So, if someone really just desires to be a competitor to that, let's go. And as I alluded to last time, do we have a 6th site? Yes, we do. We are launching. We will be going live before the end of December. So I'm making this video in early December, recapping last month. So excited, obviously, about that one. Let me go ahead and take a quick second and just tell you just a couple of the things that's going on. I think I already mentioned, but it's going to be related to brooksconkle.com. So in business, entrepreneurship, making money online, what we're doing for this site, it's an aged domain that I got from Otis Global. What's going to be different about it is I'm going to be able to create content much faster for this website through a process that we're going to put together for our team. So I'll talk about that later, but we're also recreating some of the other older pages from the previous site that it's been for the last 12 years or so. And if you want me to ask questions in the comments, and I can in the future make a more in-depth video on that, but I don't want to get lost in the weeds on that necessarily. All right, so where did we get this month? Well, we're going to talk about it in this video. Before the end, I will reveal our traffic for the month of November. But quickly, let's go through the Google Search Console. I had folks ask me, why not use Google Analytics? In all honesty, the majority of my traffic comes from Google Search. And I'm trying to learn Google Analytics 4, GA4, which they're ending the previous version 3. And so 4, people have a lot of issues with it or whatever. It's kind of easier for me just to hop in console and just take these screenshots as well as keep them consistent, like they're consistent, right? So for the last 6 months, I can take a snapshot and just kind of change them out every time. So that's kind of what I'm doing. So this is the previous 6 months, 879. So this one has increased some. So 1.14K. You can see in the top left corner in that blue, that's where you'll see that total number of clicks. And the purple is the number of impressions, meaning what, how many times my website was just shown on a page. It could be that it was at the bottom, bottom of the page or whatever, but the blue is the number of times it was clicked. So site Mamacita, the previous 6 months, 306. This time 378. So still very, very low beginner site. We're just getting content on the site. I'll say a lot of people give up. That's the thing, is that they, if they don't have, if you don't have 100 articles on a website, in my opinion, that's kind of the starting point. And it's hard to get there, but that's kind of the starting point to give Google something to work with, right? To really see what your site's all about. And you can show them your authority. So the site cheers to that. So previous 6 months, 2.43K, now 4.01K. So continuing to grow steady. I am excited about this one long term. I don't know with this one if I can grow it. Maybe it's a website that I sell, to be honest. We'll see. We'll see where that goes. But for now, it's pretty easy to manage and create content for. So the Mobile Rundown, nice and steady. Previous 6 months, 54.2K. 55.3K, so some growth, nice and steady. Now we are preparing for, I'm interested to see what our traffic does in early February. Mardi Gras again was created in our city. Our city grows thousands of people. Like I'll have thousands of daily traffic during parts of Mardi Gras, which is a 2-week festival. We're more prepared though. We have a lot more articles. We're going to be prepared to add the parade schedule and everything like that. So I'm very excited to see kind of what that means for us in the coming months. All right. So last month we had 11 articles published. This previous the previous 30 days. So in November, we published 15 articles. So the month before that was 11. So that's definitely cool. Excited about that. In October, ad revenue was 381.45. November, 341. So actually less ad revenue in November. Kind of interesting, right? Do I need to dig deeper? I probably won't, because just for time constraints. But if this was a much larger site, obviously I would need to dig in. I need to understand what's going on. I will say that I just saw core web vitals that we have kind of an issue with this website. So that is an improvement, or something that I'm going to try to see if I can fix, and maybe that helps. Obviously that doesn't fix money, but that's it's an indirect correlation. All right, so where are we going? It's coming up. Promise we'll get there. All right, let's move to brooksconkle.com. If you don't mind, smash the like button. Oh, I hate saying smash. Smash is so crazy. It's so cringy. Hit it, tap it, punch me in the face, whatever you want to do. If you do get value out of me creating these, they take a lot of work, right, to track each month. I could just go about my business, but people in the past created blog income reports, and that's actually what led me to grow my blog and continues to motivate me. And so I just think they're really helpful, like for the industry itself, like for people that are out there, you and me that are out there making blog content. It's really motivating to see kind of the results of other people. Appreciate that. Moving on to Brooks Conkle. So 5 new articles published, 17 last month. We were really way down. Part of that has to do with not necessarily our process or us being slowed down, but our new website. We just got the new design live, and the site itself was having some issues with the way the links looked and the buttons, the way we were editing those. So we kind of put this on hold. So I imagine that this next month, that in December, we'll be back up to normal and maybe even a little bit above. I guess we'll have to see. All right, so previous 6 months for Brooks Conkle, 317K. And then the most recent 6 months, 322K. So growing there. So 5K additional site visits over that time. So what is this all going to translate into? We're going to find out. But here's something that's pretty exciting that I wanted to take a screenshot and share it with you guys. So I've never had all good in Core Web Vitals for page experience. And so the Core Web Vitals, which is the good that's on the left side, has been yellow for as long as I can remember. Like over the last year, I've seen it being yellow. And you'll see the little graph, I have to dig in and understand exactly what this is, like percentage of good URLs of what's being impression. But basically they're picking up good, like, I guess that past Core Web Vitals, like URLs. And this is directly correlated. This is directly correlated with our new website design. It took time, energy, and money to get it live. It's a lot of work to do if you have a decent sized site, but I'm pleased. Like, I'm definitely happy that we did it, because I think we're gonna see some fruits from that labor. Definitely pumped about that. So earnings in October from ad revenue, like $28.91. In November, $28.19. It's almost like it's funny. The first time I saw it, I was like, is this a typo? Is this the right information? But yeah, so $28.19, $80 less. So a little bit more traffic, a little bit less money, which is interesting in Q4 for blogs, because traditionally people see higher earnings in Q4 is something that I had always just heard, like, oh, Q4 is crazy with ad revenue, but everything goes into play, right? Your niche that you're in, the economy itself, like if companies are scaling back their marketing and their advertising budgets, like all of these things go into play for ad revenue directly. So here's the cash that we have. So here's the previous 6 months, kind of a trailing 6 months of revenue for this website. So November, slightly down, like a couple $100 less than October, so $5,629. But I'm very pleased with that. Like our revenue is greater than our expenses, and we continue to increase what we're investing into this brand and our brand. So like I envision the next 6 to 12 months to have a lot of growth for my company as a whole, which has kind of become a media company holding, and running multiple brands. Now here's that breakdown. We talked about it previously, like for me to break down that money a little bit better. Like, so ad revenue, 2.8K, affiliate income was about 1,000. and sponsor other, just other deals or whatever that I did, 1.8K. I think affiliate can be so much higher. And I've got to figure this out. I've really got to figure this out. So if anyone out there is an affiliate pro, I am all ears for sure. Let's chat in the comments. Hit me up. You can shoot me a DM on Twitter. I'm actually on Twitter now, more than ever. But anyways, rainbows and unicorns. So what's some positives that I took away? So again, site redesign. We have the new site that's going to be launched. We still have the new dog bow. All these things are really exciting. Again, they're still the same things that are very, very punchy in the face. Site redesign, new site, new dog. All these things take work, but you know what? They're great. They're great problems to have. We're still working out some bugs on our site redesign. The new site it's a lot more moving parts than I thought. It's harder than launching any other site before because I'm trying to pre-populate a lot of the content from older content and launching newer content on the site when we go live. So that just is what it is. But in all seriousness, we also brought on a new team member part-time. So that's a very, very rainbow type item. Excited to bring on some more help on the team for certain of our items. So that's great. All right. So this is the moment you've been waiting for. So last month was 149.05 was our page views. So what did we hit in November? 156.285. So that's a jump of more than 15,000 page views, which I think is awesome. I think that's really exciting. But let's get real. That is a long road ahead to get to 1 million. But I think we can do it. Like, I really think we can. And I have members on my team that really think we can get there. So like, what do you guys think? Track the journey here, see what it's all about, follow along. I look forward to connecting in the comments. See you.